Here we go. Lesson 7.9.
How do you solve a two-step problem? Analyze. Mia sees 15 yellow birds and 16 red birds. How many birds does she see in all? Then 17 birds fly away. How many birds are left? Let's think about it. This is a two-step problem. What is the first step? The first step is, how many birds does she see in all?
Okay, the first step, so how many does she see in all? Okay? How many birds does she see in all? That's her first step, right?
What is the second step? The second step is, how many birds are left after 17 fly away? Plan. You need to solve the first step in order to solve the second step.
So you can't do the second one, so you do the first one.
Solve, justify, and evaluate. How do you answer the first step?
Hey, I gotta answer that first step. Let's find out how we do that.
Mia saw 15 yellow birds and 16 red birds. You add 15 plus 16. The answer is 31.
Yes.
You needed to regroup when you added. How many birds does Mia see in all? Mia sees 31 birds in all. How do you answer the second step? You start with the answer to the first part, 31. You know that 17 birds flew away. Then you subtract 17 from 31. The answer is 14.
Yes.
How many birds are left? There are 14 birds left after 17 fly away. How can you check each step of the problem and make sure the answer makes sense? You can check to see how the information was recorded in the map and the addition and subtraction problems. You solved both steps. Your answers make sense.
Okay, we're gonna skip on. All right, why do you need 2 steps to solve the problem? Why do we need 2 steps? Because we have to find out what? How many birds in all first before I can find out how many are left. Okay, so that's your answer. I need to know how many birds in all first before I can find how many are left. Okay? I need to find how many birds in all before I can find how many are left. We're answering this right here. You're supposed to be writing that answer on, do you understand? I need to find how many birds in all first before I can find how many are left. Okay? I need to find how many birds in all first before I can find how many are left. Okay, that's what you're writing. I need to find how many birds in all first before I can find how many are left. That's the do you understand box. See, a few people are still writing. I'll give you just a second. just write down what I just said. Right here in this box. I need to find out how many birds in all first before I can find out how many are left. I'm writing that sentence down. Okay, even if you're not finished with the do you understand box, go ahead and look at number 1 with me, please. I know they've already solved it, but I want us to go over our two-step method and our cubes method together. Okay, let me grab a pen here. All right, it says use the answer from first step to solve the second step. All right, so let's look. Alex bought 16 green peppers. He bought 11 red peppers. Alex uses 14 of the peppers. How many peppers are left? Somebody tell me, what is my, well, first of all, what's the first thing I have to do? What am I going to do first? Maverick. Circle my key numbers. So I have 16. I have 11. And 14. Now what am I going to do, Nathan? Yes, now I underline the question. How many peppers are left? Now what do I do? Brecken, box my clue words. Alex bought 16 green peppers. He bought 11 red peppers. Alex uses 14 of the peppers. How many peppers are left? Those are my clue words. Okay? Now what do I do if it's a two-step problem? Sydney.
You subtract the answer. You subtract,
Nope, I still haven't finished my markings before I can solve. Aubrey.
You have to box in one part.
I need to box the two colors so I know my two steps, right?
Yeah.
Aubrey, what's my first step?
Alex bought 16 green peppers.
Keep going.
He bought 11 red peppers.
All right, he bought 16 green peppers and 11 red peppers. So I'm going to box that in with one color. You should be doing what I am doing on the board, because you are responsible to do this for every problem like this today. Okay? Now, if I look at my clue words, bought and bought, do those clue words tell me that I'm going to add or subtract? Add. So I'm going to put a plus sign right here. Okay?
Hey, Mrs., I use that same color.
Yeah. All right. Somebody read me the second step. Kaylin.
Alex uses 14 of the peppers. How many peppers are left?
Very good. So I'm going to take my outer color and I'm going to box that part in.
I use that same color.
All right. Shh. Okay, box it in. If I look at my clue words, uses and left, does that tell me to add or to subtract? Subtract. So I'm going to put my subtraction sign here so I don't forget. So, pay attention. Your first number sentence goes with your first problem. So I know, because I've already determined that I'm going to add, right? They've already figured it out. 16 plus 11 equals 27. Now, I want you to notice this. Your answer from the first step goes to the second step.
Yep.
Your second step
Goes to that.
is the information from this part. Is everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I knew that on my second step I was going to subtract, and they did 27 minus 14 that's up here, and 13. Now, could I have done 14 minus 27?
No.
No, because why?
Because negative.
Right. We have to, when we subtract, you always start with the bigger number, right?
Yes.
Okay. So does everybody understand this step, the two-step problem?
Yes.
All right. I want you to try to do number 2 all by yourself. Do your cubes method and your two-step method, and then we're going to check it together in just a second.
Okay.
In a minute. Try not to move your thing. See if it'll work.
All right, let's look at it. Does everybody have their cubes method like I do? Circled your 3 numbers, underline your question, box your clue words.
Yes.
Then I have boxed in the 2 different steps. Look at the first step. Abby picks 15 red flowers. She picks 13 pink flowers. Does that mean I'm going to add or subtract? Add. So I'm going to come down here and just go ahead and put my plus sign so I know I'm going to do that in the first step. Okay? Then she picks 12 more flowers. How many flowers does Abby count out? Does that tell me to add or subtract? I'm going to add again. So I'm going to go ahead and put my add addition symbol here. And then now all I have to do is to plug in my numbers. First step, what am I going to write? 15 plus
30.